Hey guys, it's Kerry. Today you're going to see some of my biggest, scariest and favourite dinosaurs. We're starting with Deinocheirus. Its arms were 7.9 feet long with large blunt claws on its three-fingered hands. Its legs were relatively short and bore blunt claws. I really like all the detail on this one, all the feathers and the pink colouring there around the eye and under the throat. It's a genus of large Ornithomimosaur, which means ostrich dinosaur. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up. Quetzalcoatlus was a flying reptile that lived during the late Cretaceous period. It was a carnivore and fed from freshwater ponds by gliding towards the water and swooping up its meal with its long, pointed, toothless jaws. It was also a scavenger. It had hollow bones and was lightly built with a small body. Even though it was very big, it probably weighed only about 300 pounds or 136 kilograms. It was a pterosaur. Elasmosaurus lived in the ocean and breathed air like a turtle. It was a slow swimmer, using its flippers like a turtle. It ate fish and other swimming animals. It had a very long neck with 4 paddle-shaped flippers, a tiny head with sharp teeth, and strong jaws with a pointed tail. Elasmosaurus was quite sneaky. It would swim up to a shoal of fish and use its neck to dart its head in and pluck out a mouthful of fish. Agostinia lived in the early Cretaceous period. It is a primitive titanosaur. Its spiked armour consists of sideways turned plates. It could grow to 49 feet. It was a herbivore and lived in the woodlands of South America. I love all the detail on the neck there and the spikes. This is a really nice model. Sarcosuchus is often nicknamed the super croc. It lived during the early Cretaceous period in Africa. It was one of the main giant crocodile-like reptiles that ever lived. It was almost twice as long as the largest modern crocodile and weighed up to 10 times as much. Its jaws alone were as big as a human adult. The narrow upper jaw overlaps the lower jaw, creating an overbite. Its teeth were designed for grabbing and crushing. Therizinosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs. I really like this model. The most distinctive feature of the animal was the presence of 3 gigantic claws on its front limbs. Each of the 3 digits of its hand bore these claws, which reached nearly a metre or just over 3 feet. The largest claw was on the first digit. Its terrible claws were probably used to strip bark from trees or fend off predators and rivals. It is highly likely that Therizinosaurus was feathered, given that its close relative Bephiosaurus certainly was. Styracosaurus. I really like this model. It was a ceratopsian dinosaur from the Cretaceous period. I like this dinosaur for its impressive and intimidating appearance. It had 6 long horns extending from its neck frill, with smaller horns above each eye and a 60 centimetre or 2 foot long horn coming from its nose. Styracosaurus was a relatively large dinosaur, reaching lengths of 5.5 metres or 18 feet. It stood about 1.8 metres or 6 feet tall. Styracosaurus possessed 4 short legs and a bulky body and a short tail. Another ceratopsian, Triceratops. A very intimidating looking dinosaur. I think the frill and the 3 facial horns may have been used as weapons against predators. In more recent theories, they may have been used in identification, courtship and dominance displays, much like antlers and horns on modern animals. It lived at the same time and was probably preyed upon by Tyrannosaurus. When threatened, Triceratops would charge into its enemy like a rhinoceros. Apatosaurus lived in the Jurassic period. This beautiful model is by Papo. I really like all the detail there. It had sturdy legs with a single claw on the front feet and 3 claws on the hind feet. Its front legs were slightly shorter than the hind legs. The tail was held above the ground during normal walking. Apatosaurus was a large, long-necked quadrupedal animal with a long whip-like tail. It probably used its tail to intimidate predators. Utahraptor was between 6 and 7 meters long, making it one of the largest known dromaeosaurids. Being a larger animal, Utahraptor also had a larger claw, estimated to be potentially 24 centimeters or 10 inches long. It had thick leg bones and powerful leg muscles for attacking prey. Utahraptor most likely preyed on hadrosaurs or smaller sauropods. I really like all the detail here, and look at the feathers there too. Argentinosaurus lived during the Middle Cretaceous period. It was huge. It grew to 98 feet long. It may have been the largest dinosaur. It had a long neck, a long tail and a small head. It was a herbivore. It probably used its long neck to reach into conifers or sweep the ground in search of ferns and bushes. Argentinosaurus laid eggs about the size of a rugby ball. Spinosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous period and lived in swampy areas covered in lush forests. It was a carnivore with huge teeth and powerful jaws. Fossil evidence shows Spinosaurus was the first dinosaur that was able to swim. It's thought to have mainly survived on fish, including giant coelacanths, sawfish, large lungfish and sharks, which lived in the dinosaur's river system. It would also lie submerged in the water and ambush its prey with its long crocodilian jaws, dragging prey down under the water to drown. Tyrannosaurus. This is one of my favorite models. I love the color and the little gold dots. I think it looks really good. Tyrannosaurus was one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs that ever lived. It was a ferocious predator with a thick, heavy skull and 4 feet or 1.2 meter long jaws, which had a powerful bite force capable of bone-crushing action. T-Rex's serrated conical teeth were most likely used to pierce and grip flesh. It then used its neck muscles to rip away at the flesh. Cranosaurus. This is a great model. It was a short-necked pliosaur, growing up to 30 feet or 9 meters in length. They lived in the ocean and surface debris there. Their strong teeth and jaws could crush shells and tear through squid and octopus. It swam with its flippers much like a turtle. And have a look at those teeth there. Ankylosaurus lived in the late Cretaceous period. It was a prehistoric tank with oval plates protecting its whole body except the underbelly. It was well protected with the plates and 2 rows of spikes along its body, a horned head and a club-like tail. It even had bony plates as eyelids. It would defend itself by swinging its club-like tail from side to side. It could actually break the leg bones of most carnivores, including T-Rex. Mosasaurus was a large snake-like marine reptile that lived during the Cretaceous period. Their closest living relatives would be modern-day snakes and monitor lizards. Mosasaurus was a powerful swimmer with a long streamlined body that had adapted to living in the seas. Oh, I can hear a rumble in this distance. What's going to happen? Please stay and watch another video with me. Thank you for watching my video. See you again soon. See you guys in my next video.